I haven't seen these girls in so long.
May you please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
I saw Happy Happy.
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
Good. Hi.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the
Morning. So I just gotta fix myself real quick. All right. My name is Jeremy Pembroke, and I've had the utmost honor to serve as the president of this class of 2017. But before I begin, please join me in a moment of silence in honor of our fallen classmates, Joshua Glover and Matthew Perry, who unfortunately could not walk across the stage with us today. Thank you. So, I'd like to welcome all friends, family, and faculty for coming here today to watch us graduate. It's finally here. Many of us have seen siblings and friends gracefully walk across this stage, but it's finally our time to shine. It is our time to not only reflect upon the great 4 years we've had here at Pembroke Academy, but to look forward to the future. So congratulations, we did it. To start, I just want to thank all the parents sitting in the crowd today for helping us along the way. Whether it was a ride we needed before we could drive, or just emotional support, you've always been there for us no matter what, so thank you. In In addition, I want to thank our class advisors, Ms. Yakinen and Mr. Dion, for helping us along the way as well. Mr. Dion had been with us all 4 years of our high school careers. He's always been our go-to guy for building large wooden structures on winter carnival projects, helping with fundraisers, and doing just about anything that was asked of him. Ms. Yakinen, or Medea, as she liked to call herself, joined us at the beginning of our junior year, but it's felt like she's been here all along. It didn't take long for us to realize that this crazy Brooklyn woman was the one in charge. And let me tell you, for those who do not know, Ms. Yakinen is not someone you want to mess with. She'd be the first person to let anyone know what needed to be done, and she'd be the first to tell all of us if we needed to pick up the slack. She did a lot, actually. But thank you both for always being there for us and leading us to success. 4 years ago, I never would imagine being a part of this great group of bright and talented young men and women. At that time, I was barely pushing 5 feet tall, and my classmates along with me were very nervous to walk the halls as PA freshmen. That year we had our first winter carnival where our theme was Batman. Many of us were timid and shy to participate in events, while some were brave, like Glenn Dion, who made an absolute fool of himself when he started the class skit as Batman. We love you, Glenn, though. By sophomore year, many of us had come out of that shell of getting used to high school and had joined clubs and become more involved in our school and community. By junior year, we were no longer afraid to make our mark in the school and allowed our voices to be heard when we were in charge of prom. If I had to describe how fast these 4 years have gone by, it honestly feels like I went to bed last night as a freshman and woke up as a graduating senior this morning. I have made so many great memories here at Pembroke Academy, and I attribute many of those to you, my classmates. Some of my favorite memories include when we stormed the football field this year when we beat West in our only win. Where's Nick Hanna? We stormed the field, we picked Nick up. I think he scored 2 touchdowns that game. Anyway, also our class held the first car smash fundraiser PA has seen in over a decade. Yes, you heard that right, a car smash. We invited people of all ages in the community to take wax at Garrett Wright's old car in support of our class. Last month on our class trip, it was great to see all of you in your true elements, having fun with each other for one last time before this week. It was a great time also plastic wrapping the administration's cars on class day this week for our senior prank. It's been a pleasure for me to not only hold the responsibility of president of this class, but to be a member of it as well. It will be nearly impossible to forget all of you in this place when we leave here. As many of us developed cases of senioritis this year, we were itching to leave and ready to start our lives after high school. But now as we sit here, we are starting to realize how hard it will actually be to leave, as Pembroke Academy truly does have a special place in all of our hearts. I just want to say thanks again to everyone who helped us get to this point. I especially want to thank all of the teachers who have instilled upon us the tools necessary to succeed in our careers and lives, as well as inspiring us to learn about the world around us. Thanks again to the administration for granting us a smooth and safe academic career. Thanks again to Ms. Yak and Mr. Dion for all the work they put towards our class. And thanks again to the parents and family, as your support and care is essential, and I guarantee that we would not be here without it. So congratulations, seniors. It's been a great 4 years, and I wish all of you the best of fortune with your future ambitions. Be willing to take risks, and don't be afraid to fail. Because as one of my favorite leaders, Martin Luther King Jr. once said, we must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. Thank you.
Good morning. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Emma Gagney. First, I'd like to welcome friends, families, teachers, administrators, and peers, all those who have had a profound impact on this graduating class. I'd first like to say congratulations to the Pembroke Academy class of 2017. You've earned this.
family for believing in me and filling me with positive thoughts when I needed them most. Thank you to my teachers for being patient with me and giving me the biggest gift, knowledge. And thank you to my friends who have given me happiness and made my 4 years here much more memorable. To my fellow classmates, our countdown to this day is done. Our time walking the PA halls is over. You will no longer see your friends on a daily basis, and seemingly endless classes have at last come to a close. Today, I hope that you recognize your accomplishments that we celebrate together. Bask in this moment you only get once. Remember what the weather was like. Remember the faces of your family members as they watch you reach for your diploma, the green fabric of the gown on your skin, and the butterflies in your stomach as you anticipate walking across this stage. Once you cross this stage and get your diploma, you'll be sitting in your seat wondering what's next. Some of you probably have grand plans and a seemingly well thought out rest of your life. Most of you, however, probably don't have a single clue about where you will be in the next 5 years, including myself. For those of you that know me, you'll know that I love Neil deGrasse Tyson. In times that I'm not sure where I'm going or what I'm meant to do, I think about this quote. For me, I am driven by two main philosophies. Know more today about the world than I knew yesterday, and lessen the suffering of others. You'd be surprised how far that gets you. Class of 2017, you being present here is an indication of your ability to acquire knowledge and explore more about the world. I hope that when you leave today, your thirst for knowledge and learning does not end. Oftentimes at graduations, you'll hear people say things like, "We made it." But I don't want you to feel like after only 12 years of learning that you've made it. I hope that instead you dedicate your lives to learning and understanding and exploring, so that someday, most likely far in the future, you can say that you've made it. Learning doesn't always take the shape of sitting down in a classroom while a teacher lectures. Learning can be going outside and observing nature. It can be going to an art museum. It can be reading a book. It can be building things. And it can be simply talking to others. I genuinely hope that everyone sitting before me craves knowledge about something. Please be curious and quench that curiosity. Nothing ever got done by assuming you already know everything or not asking questions. Know that now, grades don't define you or hold you back anymore. Learn without the constraint of feeling like you have to learn faster than everyone in your class, or have the best memorization, or feel like it's some kind of contest. Learn because you want to know. Most of the times I've had my significant intelligent thoughts and ideas are times that I've been out digging through streams to find invertebrates, looking through my telescope on a clear starry night, or even observing the behavior of my old pet Kevin the cockroach. Many of you are probably thinking, "Geez, this girl is such a nerd." After all, I've been called a nerd or a geek my entire life by many people, but I'm not offended by it at all. In fact, I'm pretty proud to be a nerd. Personally, I think everyone should be a nerd about something. When you look up synonyms for nerd in the thesaurus, besides words like egghead and dork, you'll see descriptors like intellectual, brain, academic, and thinker. It's sad to see that in our society, somebody that is passionate about one thing is insulted and often associated with the label of nerd. Please see this word in another light. See the intellectual, the brain, the academic, the thinker. To the class of 2017, continue to learn and become a nerd about something. Don't think that by learning, you are only benefiting your own knowledge. Acquiring information and forming new opinions moves along our society. I know that in each and every one of you, there is a light that can illuminate something that you question or want to learn more about. Chase that. Learn about anything you can, and the world will be a better place. If you don't ask questions now, you will remain clueless. I have had the pleasure of talking and understanding many of you. You are all very full of passion. You are all capable of anything you put your mind to, and you can all be extremely intelligent individuals if you choose. Learn, explore, be a nerd. Put your mind to something so you can eventually feel like you've made it in life someday. Understand the world around you, and humanity will understand you back. As Neil deGrasse Tyson once said, "Ignorance is a virus. Once it starts spreading, it can only be cured by reason. For the sake of humanity, we must be that cure." Thank you. think I just dropped a pen. Okay. Hi guys. I'm Sailor, valedictorian. Yeah. So, hey class of 2017, administration, families, teachers, and friends. On behalf of all of us here, I'd like to thank those of you who came to support us today. So, a few days ago, I was thinking about our class and what makes us special. Surprisingly, the first thing that came to mind was that we'll be the last graduating class to have all been born in the 90s. And that really strikes me as weird. Like, the next graduating classes will be of the 21st century, which sounds weirdly futuristic, like, as the Jonas Brothers say, we're in the year 3000. Does this mean in a few years we can tell high school seniors horror stories of accidentally clicking the internet button on our flip phones and trying to X out, or trying to record a ringtone on the radio and then someone's talking in the background? I don't know. But hearing that probably makes you feel old, and to any adults here, that probably makes you feel even more old. Don't worry though, compared to the universe around us, you're not that old. So, after this mild existential crisis, I brought myself back to these less terrifying reality of life. Think about it. We freaking survived high school. Whatever we did, it worked, and I think it's safe to say we can all give ourselves a pat on the back for that. We survived all the early mornings and the late nights deliriously cackling at an essay due the next day. Maybe that was just me. And we survived collapsing on our beds from work or school or both. And I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't be here without the people in my life who gave me so much support and love and help through these 4 years. Whether they were teachers or parents or friends. I would say who, but this speech shouldn't be all about me. It's supposed to be about all of us. And I'm sure those of you who I'm talking about, you know who you are. And anyways, I'm certain I'm not the only one that relied on others to get me through these 4 years. It's the people we surround ourselves with that make our lives enjoyable or crappy or something completely different. Sure, sometimes family and friends may make you miserable. It's kind of their job. But without them, we couldn't make it through high school, let alone life. So guys, please thank anyone who was there for you. They're part of the reason you're sitting here as you are. So, to go back to my existential crisis/thinking session from a few days ago. I tried to picture our class as one uniform body, a thing I could describe for graduation. This, of course, ended in failure. As I look out today, I see a sea of people that are all different. I can't possibly try to meld so many personalities into one large character. This inability brought me back to wondering why the first in the class gives a speech. I mean, how does getting good grades make me qualified to speak about our high school experience? To be honest, it doesn't. I wasn't really involved with their class. I never participated in class events. This winter carnival, I brought knitting gear. In fact, I just figured out who our class president was like a month ago. Hi, Jared! Thanks for keeping our class sane. Keeping Yak and Dion sane, maybe another story though. And whenever someone is telling me about a student, I just smile and nod and hope they don't find out I have no idea who they're talking about. So, I apologize for not being able to reflect on what everyone went through. However, I see the effects of the hard work put in by our class officers and our other dedicated students. I've seen you guys jump and cheer Winter Carnival and helping others with their work and the joy that comes out of planning events like prom or the class trip. So thank you everyone for taking part in this class, even if all you did was show up. Without a single one of you, our class would not be the same. I'm only one person, and so I can't possibly speak for a group of people with individual and unique stories. I do though feel confident in saying that we all worked hard to reach graduation, even if you may think the contrary. All those assignments that may have been fun or were complete BS are behind us. Well, not for those of us heading for college. We get the joy of looking forward to long nights, studying, and pumping our veins with coffee, or tea if you're like me. And for those of us not going into college, you're kind of staring life right in the face. When you're at college, you're flung into a different microcosm, a purgatory, if you will, between high school and real life. Regardless, when we face real life though, I think it's important to remember the differences that make us unique and to embrace them. I like that I can't put this class into a category and I can't put it into one giant body. And I'm glad that I can't put any of you individuals into a single category either. Because the truth is, we're not composed of one attribute or belief or aesthetic or whatever else you can think of. As my favorite podcast says, welcome to Night Vale if anyone was curious, the universe is vast. You're also vast. So is an ant. There are different sizes of infinity. From this, I took that from our perspective, our lives are huge. They are our everything, even if in reality they are essentially insignificant. I'm sorry if I just lead you down a dark spiral, but it's true. However, in this microcosm of our lives, we have the ability to put our own flair on things. If we want and if we try, we can personalize our tiny environment, so to speak, to fit our needs. In that, we have infinite possibilities and outcomes, making everyone's individual world unparalleled to those around it. We've worked on this ability slightly through high school, when we participate in things we like and go through that oh-so-fun journey of finding yourself. If you're like me, you're still on it, but it's okay, guys, eventually. So, I hope as you all leave high school and enter whatever journey that's next, you cherish this ability and make your life yours. Reach the vast possibilities of your world, whatever that means to you, and appreciate the bout of life you're offered. You only have one, and it's short, so please make the most of it. Thank you.
Nothing is going right.
This time I'd like to invite to the stage Pat Cavanaugh, Colton Beavers, Glenn Dion, and Garrett Wright for a special presentation. Good morning, everyone. My name is Patrick Cavanaugh. Up here with me is my friend and classmate, Colton Beavers. It is an honor and a privilege to be able to speak with you this morning. We are up here today to present our class advisors, Miss Kathy Akinen and Mr. Matt Dion, with a gift for all of their hard work and hours of dedication to the class of 2017 over the last 4 years. Mr. Dion has been with us since the beginning, starting off as our advisor with Miss Karen during our freshman year. Since then, he can be found helping us organize various fundraisers, spending his Saturdays with us at school, supervising us during winter carnival season, and even volunteering his own time and vehicle to bring the senior athletes up to Vermont so they could fulfill their team commitments and still attend the trip. Furthermore, I would like to thank Mr. Dion for absolutely destroying the boys at street hockey. Today we'd like to recognize Mr. Dion by giving a gift certificate to the Common Man Inn. Mr. Dion, please step forward and receive your gift. Miss Yakinen is the perfect embodiment of the class of 2017 spirit. She likes to laugh and joke with us, and her satire has a witty edge. She spent countless hours organizing events, sorting through required paperwork. Without her, there would have been no prom, no senior trip, and no decorations during Winter Carnival. I'd also like to applaud Yak for the amount of time spent supervising us without losing her cool. It has been my pleasure to have Yakinen as a teacher, class advisor, and most important, a school mom. We thought that for all your hard work, you deserved a day at the spa to treat yourself for once. Come on up, Yak. Get yourself pampered at the Common Inn Spa. It has truly been an honor to work with these advisors throughout our high school careers. They have served as tremendous role models, supported us all inside and out of the classroom, and provided us with extremely memorable high school experiences. Please give it up one more time for our class advisors, Miss Kathy Akinen and Mr. Matt Dion. Good morning. My name is Glenn Dion, and this is my good friend Garrett Wright. On behalf of the class of 2017, I'm proud to present our class gift as being the product of hard work over the past few months of the woodworking classes. They have worked tirelessly and graciously to construct the newest addition to the senior courtyard, a gazebo. This gazebo will serve as a comfort place and as a place to relax and hang out under the shade while eating lunch or doing some schoolwork. Students will finally be able to go to the courtyard when it's raining or even snowing, as the gazebo also serves as a shelter from such conditions. The class of 2017 hopes that this addition can be an escape from the stresses of everyday school life or as a workplace to complete any such assignments or homework. And thanks to everyone who helped and is currently helping to build it. That's not all, folks. The class of 2017 is proud to announce that they will also be giving a karaoke machine. This will allow you to release some stress by singing your heart out and expressing the power of your vocals. Sing hard and have fun, and we hope you enjoy these gifts and the wonders they bring to you. Before I step off the stage, there's a special birthday in the class of 2017 today, Kelsey Holland.
All right, good morning. Before I start, where's Jason Scholler? Jason, I just want to thank you for contacting the weather gods, doing whatever you did this morning to hold off the rain. All right, and one small ad lib to my speech here. So if any of you move on from your undergrad degrees to go for your master's, just want to let you know you get this cool robe with the tassels. It's good for snacks, holding car keys. Just something to think about for the future. Anyway, my name is Matt Dion, and I've been the class advisor for this wonderful group of kids for the past 4 years. I'd like to thank the two co-advisors that I work with, Rena Karen for the first 2 years, who moved on to another position at another school, and my current cohort in crime, Ms. Kathy Yakinen, who stepped in to finish out the last 2 years with me. I cannot imagine having gone through this without them, as I am sometimes worse than the kids when it comes to staying focused. Ms. Yakinen let me speak first because of my particular connection with this group. It goes quite a ways back. I've seen many of these young men and women grow from literally toddlers to what sits before us now. Too many memories to mention, but I'll touch on a few highlights. The friendship of Glenn and Max that literally started with an accidental punch in the stomach at Wonderland Preschool. This one's really ironic because this girl actually signed my yearbook and said the exact same thing. Me and my early coaching career ruining what could have been a promising baseball career when I hit Nadine Jeske with a pitch in Farm League baseball. Matt Garish flying back from Florida and scoring the game-winning goal in the championship soccer game for the Sharks. The vision of looking in my rearview mirror and seeing Garrett Wright doing his rendition of LMFAO's I'm Sexy and I Know It is forever burned into my memory. And more recently, many late-night video and card game marathons in the Dion basement. Fortunately, unlike my last go-around as an advisor in 2012, I will probably continue to see quite a few of you and hear of your new adventures as you leave PA and move on onto the pursuits of your choosing. I have no doubt you all make PA proud of wherever life takes you.
Once said, commencement speeches were largely invented in the belief that outgoing high school students should never be released into the world until you have been properly sedated. I'm glad you laughed, because with that in mind, it has been scientifically proven that laughing has been shown to lead to reduction in stress hormones. When laughing, the brain also releases endorphins that can relieve some physical pain. Laughter also boosts the number of antibody-producing cells and enhances effective T cells, leading to a stronger immune system. But enough of the science. Mr. Dion, what are the words of advice that we would like to leave these wonderful students?
Well, Ms. Yakinen, I think I've gotten a lot of good advice over the past week from various speakers and classmates. I think we should tell them our top 10 life lessons that they may have missed out on in school. So starting at number 10, and actually this could really fall anywhere, but you got to put it somewhere. If given the choice in life, always buy 2-ply toilet paper and comfortable socks.
Number 9, life has no remote. Get up and change it yourself.
Number 8, you will never have more energy or enthusiasm, hair, or brain cells than you have today. So go do something with it.
Now that you're just about to graduate, just remember, professors, bosses, and sergeants will not accept a note from your mother.
Number 6, not really a life lesson, but just something to think about. Wouldn't it be cool if the Google self-driving car had an I'm feeling lucky button that drives you to a random location, drops you off, and you just have to figure things out? Kind of like life after high school.
Speaking of cars, I'm not from New Hampshire, but I have noticed that nobody in the state uses their turn signals. So I would advise, even if you are the last person on earth, please use your turn signal.
unfortunate yet truly exciting thing about your life is that there is no Common Core curriculum. The entire experience is an elective, so make sure to pick some good courses.
Number 3, the only place where success comes before work is in the dictionary.
Number 2, life up until the age of 18 has basically been a free trial offer. From now on, you have to start paying at least part of the subscription.
And the number one thing that we will leave you with is, until you're ready to look foolish, kind of like Jared singing at Baccalaureate, until you're ready to look foolish, you'll never have the possibility of being great. And if you think you're too small to be effective, then obviously you've never been locked in a room with a mosquito. Congratulations, class of 2017. We will miss you and we wish you the best of luck.
Alright, seems anticlimactic, but don't forget to visit, and when you do, remember, I like my coffee with cream and sugar. Miss Yakman likes hers with just cream. Okay? Congratulations. Good morning, everyone. Before I begin, I'd like to recognize one more time the incredible performances both by our Spartan singers and our maestro singers this morning, led by the incomparable Cheryl LaFont for the final time. Good morning. Welcome to the graduation of the class of 2017. I would like to start by acknowledging the pristine building and vibrant landscape which welcomed us all upon arrival this morning due to the tireless work for the past few weeks by Facilities Director Josh Coughlin and his amazing crew of custodial, maintenance, and grounds. They certainly know how to bring out the very best in this campus all the time. It is great to be joined here by so many families and friends of all of our graduates. The communities of Pembroke, Allenstown, Chichester, and Epsom are all very well represented on our field today. Above and beyond being a regional high school, Pembroke Academy is truly a community school, marrying 4 unique and eclectic towns with students from all walks of life and talents reflective of that seemingly inconspicuous diversity. My name is Paul Famulari, and I'm again humbled this year to be standing before our graduates and their families as your headmaster, joined by my friends and colleagues up on this stage, in addition to my administrative colleagues in the audience. And if I may break stride for a moment, and I know Ms. Michaud hates when I do this, but I need to put to bed a nasty rumor circulating in the class of 2017. It's been the undercurrent of your 4 years at PA. There seems to be a misconception that Pat Kavanaugh is a 7th and secret member of the administrative team at Pembroke Academy. You may get this idea from time to time. He would come up during my lunch duty and join me in the caf and small talk, dad stuff. You know, how's the Chevy Equinox? Good, Pat. How's your Chevy Equinox? Good. Do you cut the crusts off your peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? Yes, I do. Before I give them to the kids, that's what I do, Pat. But I can no longer live a lie. Pat Kavanaugh is actually Bruce, an administrator for hire, 42 years of age with 3 cats and several timeshare properties on the eastern seaboard. Bruce has single-handedly been responsible for overturning the hat rule at Pembroke Academy this year. Big Daddy Pizza Days in the cafeteria. And at 4:30 this morning, after feeding his cats, he called me and said, "We will have graduation outdoors." Bruce, team player, you. This is a very privileged window of time allotted to me during our graduation ceremonies, in the hopes, as Ms. Michaud told our graduates in practice on Thursday, to bestow words of wisdom upon you. And I immediately told the seniors after that, regarding this speech, it's not that good. You see, I don't have all the answers. I haven't acquired infinite knowledge. and I certainly don't have the chops to stand up here and pretend to tell you everything you need to know about life. To be truthful, the title of headmaster, and Mr. Willis, please do not rush to the stage, the title of headmaster often discomforts me. When I hear the word, it presupposes that the individual with said title possesses a robust portfolio of educational accolades and vast years of experience with demonstrated excellence in the field, of which I have neither. In fact, there are many among our faculty's tenure in education whose time has spanned several decades, dwarfing my time, and who will forget more about education than I will ever know. Yet here I stand, 2 years into this life-altering vocational privilege, with the honor and privilege to have the opportunity one more time with the class of 2017 to share some words, have a laugh or two, but most importantly, solidify your academic achievement of graduating with your high school diploma. You spent the past 4 years with adults constantly instructing you, telling you what to do, how to do it, what it is, and why it must be. I see no need in perpetuating that exercise and monotony today. Rather than throw something against the wall and hope it sticks like that lone strand of test spaghetti, please indulge me, seniors, while I make several important requests of all of you before you go. First, please recognize the inherent value in the diploma you are about to receive. You likely worked hard for it. You earned it beyond a reasonable doubt, and it is quite plainly a metaphorical blank check which you may enumerate and cash at your discretion. Second, please be good to your families, even if you perceive that they haven't always been good to you. With few exceptions in life, you are given only one family, or I should say, you are given to them. In most cases, they are the principal catalyst for why you sit here today. And someday, if they haven't already, they will rely on you for your strength, your compassion, and your love. Third, please be kind to your body. Again, not dissimilar to your families, you were given only one. Unless you were cloned somewhere 20 years ago like that sheep, you have one. Be mindful of what you put in it, what you do with it, and what you do to it. Take it from someone who has let himself go since graduating 20 years ago. Aging is kind enough without accelerating the high likelihood of the unavoidably harsh physiological consequences of a life lived. Remember the lessons of nutrition and wellness from Grisey, Desilets, and Dow, and maintain fidelity to the principles of fitness fundamentals imparted by Ham and Wilk. Fourth, please listen to me. Stop flipping water bottles hoping that they will land right side up. Just stop. Stop it. Stop that. Stop. Newsflash, hotshots. There was a guy 330 years ago by the name of Sir Isaac Newton who published his proven theory of universal gravitation. It covered principles of physics, laws of motion, rules of inertia, all the good stuff. You're not revolutionizing or redefining the principles of gravity here. This whole water bottle thing, let it go. Not literally, just, you know what I mean. It's simply a precursor to what could be a very inconvenient and frankly preventable spill. Oh, and by the way, Newton also cornered the market 300 years ago on the functionality of optics. So let's simmer down with the fidget spinner thing. Fifth, please sit down and be humble. Since you're already seated, yeah, see what I did there? Since you're already seated, let's just say that humility, which some of you already possess and exhibit quite well, is a very attractive quality. It will impress employers, improve interpersonal relationships, and likely cause someone somewhere someday to look at you as you walk by and say, wow, look at them. There they go. They're so humble. And that would be cool. Now for a personal request. With the following graduates, please stay safe when you are bravely defending our country as a member of the armed forces. If I read your name, please stand to be recognized. For the United States Navy, John Doucette. United States Air Force, Cade Dumas. United States Navy, Tyler Gardner. United States Marine Corps, Jacob Glover. United States Air Force, Nadine Jeske. United States Marine Corps, Corey Lavery. United States Air Force, Kendall Attender. Army National Guard, Tamara O'Brien. United States Navy, Jacob Phillips. lastly, graduates, please don't refer to your time at Pembroke Academy as the best years of your life. It's unfair to unequivocally disqualify what the next 50, 60, or more years have in store for you by over-glorifying the past 4. While I certainly hope it was fun, meaningful, inspiring, and memorable for all of you, I'm hard-pressed to believe that the beginning of your formative years was as good as it's going to get for the rest of your life. Not with the kind of talent, aptitude, perseverance, and grit that exists in the class of 2017. And I apologize, by the way, if I lost any of our seniors at the word formative. I recognize that that work is difficult for some of you to grasp the concept of. You liken it to the Sasquatch or the UFO. But yes, boys and girls, formative work is real, it exists, and it does matter. Seniors, if you're asking yourself for the past 10 minutes why my message has been sparse with requests and more like understated demands, congratulations, you've been an attentive audience. Guess what, hotshots? The world is a demanding place. But it's quite simple, really. We celebrate the culmination of your scholarship by handing you a diploma today, representative of the successful completion of both required and elective coursework. For the past 4 years, you have gone above and beyond to take this step, the next step in your lives. The subtle, soft skills in life are those which cannot be quantified by your GPA or provide a basis for your class rank. Quite frankly, those skills, qualities, and attributes are what we hope you walk away from Pembroke Academy having perfected in your time here, perhaps with a little help from all of us. I wish you all well. I wish you good luck to be safe out there in the real world. And of course, if the wind blows you back into this part of town, don't be strangers. And one more thing, Saturdays are for the graduates. Thank you. Sailor Hurley. Emma Gagney. Danielle Brasley. Megan Hubbard. Casey Bartier. Lily Gilbert. Kenneth Barker. Sierra Ardeen. Katie Baker. Jessica Baum. Jonah Mitchell. Christian Murchison. Cole Sporsick. Killian Drouse. Jared Bjornberg. Garrett Wright. Glenn Dion. Patrick Kavanaugh. Christopher Arvanitis. Cody Ozier. Alexandra Byron. Maisie Breton. Cassandra Buot. Alyssa Campbell. Amanda Caparelli. Emily Kerrigan. Elraya Chanfuyen. Paige Chatterton. Kaylee Chenard. Lauren Christie. Jonathan Bashand. Lucas Bartlett. Colton Beavers. Hunter Boyce. Gavin Braley. Joseph Brown. Christopher Carnes. Joseph Chadwick. Nicholas Colby. Trevor Denault. Brianna Collins. Aaron Collins. Brianna Connolly. Megan Cooper. Casey Cranshaw. Kaylee DeRosiers. Ashley Dietz. Ariane Doucette. Jaden Dow. Rebecca Drew. John Daniels. Derek Davis. Nicholas Donovan. John Doucette. Samuel Duhame. Cade Dumas. Chase Duval Champagne. Jariah Ebel. Tristan Engelhart. Quinn Fisher. Julia Driscoll. Kiara Finch. Allison Fisher. Ashley Foss. Elise Friel. Jenna Gage. Monica Gaunt. Megan Gauss. Liana Giannini. Alyssa Gilbert. Aaron Gagnon. Nicholas Gagnon. Tyler Gardner. Matthew Garish. Jacob Glover. Robert Briggs. Rupesh Gurung. David Hammond. Christian Hanna. Nicholas Hanna. Emily Gilligan. Haley Gingras. Sarah Gerard. Lauren Graham. McKenna Graham. Carly Hadley. Amanda Hyam. Kelsey Holland. Alexis Jawidzik. Nadine Jeske. John Hollis. Benjamin Hooker. Taylor Hubbard. Jonathan Hussey. Colby Justin. Matthew Lebrecht. Cody Lacey.
The white clock.
Derek Ladd.
Long hair. Just past him, there's a yellow hat.
Mark Ladani. Corey Lavery. Brooke Johnson. Samantha Kelsey.
I think so.
Taya Kohler. Savannah Landry.
Yep, he's standing. You take a step.
Aubrey Levine. Mackenzie LeBlanc. Dana LeMay. Michaela Lembo. Elizabeth Lemieux.
He would be the first boy.
Allison Lassard. Keith Levine. Christian Locke. Connor Locke. Nicholas Locke. Andrew Lorden. Alex Mayot. Michael Mantone. Preston McAllister. Justin McCrae. Eric Merrill. Kendra Latender. Jordan Malachi. Casey Mapes. Emily Marston. Riley Marston. Amy McLaughlin. Kaylee McMahon. Sabrina Mitchell. Julia Nato. Holly Nelson. Owen Moyer. Timothy Mullen. Daniel O'Brien. Daryl O'Donnell. Jared Pandolfi. Quentin Paquin. Jacob Phillips.
Good. I'm going to tell him that you did.
Hunter Creevy. Xavier Putnam. Trevor Rowe. Tamara O'Brien. Amy Payer. Mackenzie Pettigrew. Haley Plumpton. Devin Ricker.
Chandler Rondo. Caitlin Roy. Holly Scholler. Lauren Scholler. Carly Sanchen. Brendan Roy. Mazin Syed. Jason Scholler. Stephen Scholler. Michael Werchansky. Caitlin St. Germain. Kaylee St. Ange. Caitlin Stevens. Allison Therian. Caitlin Thompson. Amber Thurston. Megan Tremblay. Alexis Trexler. Adrian Wallace. Catherine Wessels. Tiana Wheeler. Veronica White. Erin Woodside. Emma York. One last thing before we move on to our next presenter. I was informed that one of our graduates recently became an American citizen 2 weeks ago. So, congratulations. Rupesh Garag.
I now present to you the Pembroke Academy class of 2017.